drive it like you stole it. It's Revs. Yes, it's another racing game. Not just any racing game, this is the original, possibly the genesis of all racing sims, so please forgive me for not just doing another Let's Play video. You see, if you take your current crop of open wheel racing games and backtrack through the years and consoles, through the 16-bit home micros and beyond to the 8-bit machines, you will, in many people's opinion, finish up here at Revs by Acornsoft, originally on the BBC, and Firebird for the Commodore 64. More importantly, by Geoff Crammond. Now I know some people will say Checkered Flag on the ZX Spectrum came out before this, but that game to me doesn't have the realism that Revs delivers. Revs was the first game to offer an open 3D environment with different aero settings of the front wing and the rear wing. Other elements that set this game apart is the fact that you can quite easily lose the back end of the car or understeer and even bounce off the curb if you get it all wrong. Essentially, this was the first racing sim. You see, this game is all about physics, and that's all down to Geoff Crammond, the designer and programmer of Revs, because Mr. Crammond holds a physics degree, and this is very apparent when driving this game. Revs initially came out on the BBC via Acornsoft before being ported to the Commodore 64, and it's on the Commodore 64 that I first came across this game. Until then, games have been a little nah, but when this game came out, the whole approach to racing changed, as you had to put some real effort in to get the setup and practice right. Now, as an F1 fan, and I do realise that this isn't an F1 game, it's an F3 game, which essentially is a junior single-seater series, this game was just crying out to be played, and play it I did. However, it's not an easy game to master, not for me anyway. And when I said I was a real fan, I mean I was a real big fan. I'm actually lucky enough to have gone to a couple of races over the years, and in 2005 I ran the Grand Prix Masters online website and covered a few of their races. But I digress, this is about Revs. I'm fortunate enough to have the gold edition here for the Commodore 64 and all its glorious content, and it's clear when you open the driver's handbook that this game is definitely aimed directly as a driving sim. With its introduction to the Rolt RT3, this driver's handbook is very impressive in its detail, covering areas like aero and wing adjustments and the principles of cornering. Along with the driver's handbook, you also get this Revs racing program, which introduces you to the old Silverstone track and explains the circuit corner by corner from racing driver David Hunt's perspective. David Hunt was the younger brother of 1976 F1 champion James Hunt. The race program also includes a driver bias and guide to the Brands Hatch track. And finally, if that's not enough, you also get this snazzy little poster. Snazzy. I know this is the gold edition, but is it me, or did you get more bang for your buck back in the day? Now, I didn't have the fancy box. In fact, I didn't have any box. More importantly, the instructions. So before I could really play this, I had to do the whole pressing of every key on the keyboard to try and figure out the controls. This is after finding out the game could not be played with a joystick. I'm not a pirate. Honest. Now, back in the day, I found that the key to this game was practice, practice, practice. Unfortunately, it's been many years since I really played this properly, so I'm pretty rusty. Luckily for me, I can put in a little qualifying practice, but I could be well off the pace here. Right, here we are. Let's get some practice in. We're going to do Silverstone competition, novice, and we'll give ourselves a chance. We'll do 10 minutes of qualifying practice. Now, I have done some practice already, just literally trying to be consistent. Well, trying not to come off the track. That's the main thing. Here we go. Let me just put my name in. Retro Byte. Here we go. And I'm going to do the wings at 21 at the rear and 12 at the front to try and get it, well, not to be loose at the back and to be pointy enough at the front. Just start the car up. Here we go. Now, like I said, I have done some practice, a little bit, just not to come off the track. What I need to do now is crank up the speed a little bit, get a little bit faster, again without coming off the track. Now, this is it's not the original, sorry, it's not the current Silverstone track, and it's not the previous layout either. Because this is going back to 1984, it has changed a few times. And the very last corner on the track, which is the first corner we're going to come up to here, is a chicane. And there is two corners which I always struggle with. This is one of them. Let's just, we should be able to do it in fourth. Get in there, take a little bit of curb, accelerate through, and then we're over the line straight away to start our first timed lap. Fourth again, the apex. Hey, looking like a pro already. Like the second corner, which I really struggle with, is the third corner. There you go, the one coming up now. I always make a mess of it. There we go, down. I can never keep the revs up high enough and go through it fast enough, probably because I missed the apex. Now the power on this car, this little Rolt, is between 5,000 and 6,000 revs. So that's where the peak power zone is. So you want to try and keep the revs in there when going around the corner. Listen to me trying to sound like a pro. Here we go. Fast as we can down the hanger straight, down into fourth. We can accelerate through it quite early. Can do a better job next time. 55 seconds. Now, the target. Oh, I'm going to catch this guy at the wrong time. If you do the 1 minute 40, you're starting to be competitive. And I think I've done a 1 minute 40.5 so far. Oh, I'm going to have to really be careful here. Here we go. Oh, nearly. That's not good. Here we go. Down to the chicane again. Gear it down. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. Remember what I said about hitting the curb and taking orbit? There we go. Oh, look at that time. 1 minute 33. That's the best time I've done in ages. Competitive. My competitive streak's coming out now. I should be able to take fifth. There we go. Again, this is the corner that I really need to put some effort in and master it. Again, missed the apex. There we go. I'll keep the power up though. But I have to go down into third. Into fourth. Now, the quicker you can go out of that corner, that one that I'm struggling with, the quicker you can go through the next one, and the quicker you go down the hanger straight. So it all really adds up. Into fourth. Let the engine brake and do most of the work. Sorry. Now, Geoff Crammond, obviously this was his first racing game, but it opened the door up for him to do others as well. I mean, the stunt car racer, which he did on the various machines. Oh, what a mess! Less talking, more thinking. There you go, down to second. Right, where were I? He also did Microprose Grand Prix, and Microprose Grand Prix 2, Microprose Grand Prix 3 and 4. And that was it, really. I mean, he also done other games as well, some really good classics that weren't racing games. Oh. There you go. That's not going to be good. I think we might have peaked on his first lap here. But yeah, he really did open the door for the increasing the accuracy of how a car feels through the way he put his physics to work and everything. There we go, looking good. That's it. Try and get that apex. Absolute rubbish. See how slow I was coming out of that? Oh, I'm only in 4th. I should be in 5th now. Down that hanger straight. Is he going to be a problem, or can I pass him? I think I'm going to pass him. There we go. Down into 4th. Let the engine brake in. Touch the brake a little bit. Get on the accelerator. What the? Oh no! Oh, it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. See, it is easy in practice when you get a clear piece of track. But when the other cars start getting in your way, it adds another level of complexity. Oh, see again, he's just in the way. Really messing up my lap times. But 1 minute 33.7 is a really good start. If I can do that in the race and build on that. That's it. In, tight in. Yeah, if I can do that in the race, we're in good position. Now, I'm not expecting to win the race, and I'm not really expecting to be on the podium either. I just want a good, solid finish. And that's going to be a push if I keep doing this. Up into 5th. There we go. Tight in. Oh, look at the ant making me of that. Getting tight there. No, again. Missed that apex. All good practice though. All good practice for when we get onto the racetrack come race day. Weaving through that traffic. Or let that traffic weave through me. That's it. Put the power on. The power on. That's a good corner. I'm happy with that. Keep off the grass. Now if you do go on the grass, you have to be really careful with the steering and really careful with the power, because you'll just spin it. It's very easy to lose control on this in this game. Whoa! I don't think I'm going to be beating that lap time again. Down into 4th. Touch the brakes, accelerate through. Oh, there we go. Oh, good time, but not quick enough. 1 minute 35.5. Down to 3rd. Don't need to do that good. I'm in 4th. Oh, there we go. There we go. I could have come off that quite easily. I could have come off that grass quite easy if I didn't touch the accelerator. If I just let it just glide off. But no, I messed it up. Anyway, with that mess up on the first corner, it was never going to be a good lap. So maybe that's a blessing. I can try and get another quick lap in here. Tight there. Accelerate through. There we go. 4th. Look at the ant, man. Oh dear me. I need to give myself a good old telling off. This is not good. I think the thing is though, with it being keys, it's just, you've either got your foot on the accelerator or you haven't. There's no blending. It's not analog like you have with these fancy controls these days. It's literally on or off. Yeah, there's a special technique to the cornering which you just have to get right. and it takes a bit of time for it to come back to you. There we go. That's the late breakers. There we go. Oh, you got me. This is the last lap, really. Less than 1 minute to go. Okay, well, we might as well push these corners as much as we can then, just to push his boundaries and try and learn something. Oh, he's in my way again. That's it. Got to gear down, keep it in the power band. That worked. Down to fourth. Just touch the brakes ever so gently. Power, 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 power. Not bad. Not bad, I say I messed up. Oops, wrong gear. There we go. That's all, just push away now and just find the limits even more. Oh, time's up anyway. Done. Well, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. That's a good lap. I can't remember what sort of laps I did back when I was a young'un or a nipper, but giddy aunt, that were quick. Okay, so let's see how we did then. Oh, nervous times. Nervous times. No, it's not novice yet. 9th! Oh, wow! Okay, brilliant. Whoa! I'm actually pretty impressed. I'm very impressed, in fact. Okay, 5 laps. Driver, retro bike. Okay, I'm going to stay with the 21 rear and 12 at the front again. Oh, now I'm nervous. Here we go. Start the engine. Right, now you can actually put it in gear and hold in the clutch, but I'm not going to do that because I have a tendency of stalling the engine. If you stall it, it takes a bit longer to start. So here we go, we're off. Oh, good start. Just a little bit of wheel spin, up into second, fantastic. Third, stay to the right. Oh, I think we've caught them all. Oh, what a start. Oh, brake. Keep it tight. Oh, I've come off the power a bit too much there. We managed it though, we managed it. Up into 5th, turn in, keep it tight. That's a good start, I can't believe it was behind us. Johnny Turbo, here we go. Oh, I hit this corner. Third, power on. Up to 4th. Keep it tight. Up into 5th. Try and get into 5th before that sign if possible. That shows you've done well. Down the hanger straight. 4th. Power, 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 power. Go. Right, what I need is really for them behind me to be. Oh, brilliant. What I was going to say, what I need is for them to have a bit of a battle behind me, so they sort of lose ground. Miles behind has been replaced. Oh, sorry, it's now Glorious Slap, who's in second, and hopefully they can have a bit of a battle and just let me move away. There we go. That's it. Of course, this wasn't Geoff Crammond's first game. Oh, I'm saying this at the worst possible time. 1 sec. 4th, have a break, tight. That's it, power, 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 power. I think, was it Super Invaders on the BBC? That was his first game, and then he did his first sim work, which was Aviator, was his first sim game that he did. Right. There you go. Again, my worst corner in the world for me. Oh, again, it's the apex. Get the power on though. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That's it. Getting to 5th. Fantastic. What else did he do? Well, like I was saying in qualifying, he didn't just do Sims. He did what is it? The Sentinel, which was a fantastic game. Ooh, wide. Less talking, more thinking. There we go. mean, that came out on everything, the Sentinel, didn't it? Atari, Amiga, DOS version as well, I believe. Ooh. That was before he started working on the Grand Prix series of games. Well, we're still in first, and I really should be concentrating. There we go. Have a break. Gear down. Ooh, too much. One lap at a time, one corner at a time. There we go. It's fifth. Let's see if I can do this perfect. Down to fourth. Oh, that's pretty good. Concentrate. Up to fifth. And like I said, the power, the big bulk of the power is between 5,000 and 6,000 revs, so you've got to, that's a 10 second. You've got to be careful that you're not going to power it on too much and on a corner and lose control. I find it's almost best to sort of be a little bit too low in the gears and power it through, and then as soon as you come out the corner you're sort of back in the power band. But oh, there we go. I think it was what was his last game? Grand Prix 4 was his last game, I think, which is still going today. There's a big mod community on that, updating it all the time, keeping it alive. Wish he'd do another one. There we go, fourth. Dab a break. Don't hit that curve too much. There we go. Power, see what I mean? Early power, and then you come out. Oh, he's catching me up. Look at this. Oh, Johnny Turbo's gone for it. Careful. You take it really tight. Oh, look at this. Johnny Turbo's off. That's too much talking, not concentrating, not seeing that happening. There we go. Oh, he's going to slow in this corner. Come on. Worst possible time. Oh, he's fast. He's fast. Oof. Fifth. Get down. Power it. There we go. Ooh. Right. Okay, position 1, 2 laps to go. Ooh, careful. Excellent. Oh, nearly oversteered then. There we go. I feel nervous now. I feel like I've got to rush a little bit more than what I wanted to do. There we go, worst corner for me, or second worst corner for me. Fifth, dab a break. Ooh, too much. Doesn't matter. Here we go, power through. There we go. Back to 5,000 just on the exit. Get down. Missed the apex completely. Off track. Oh no. This is what happens. I get into the front and I get nervous on a couple of games. This one and Indianapolis 500. When I get into the front, I sometimes get a bit nervous and make mistakes. Never mind. He's coming back. Power. Nothing to worry about. Careful. I actually can't believe I'm in front, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting it. I thought I'd be battling for about 5th at the best. But, you know, you take what opportunities come your way. 4th. Keep it tight. Power. Oh, we're actually on the last lap, aren't we? We are actually on the last lap. Oh, too much talking. I think we're a few hundred yards from winning this. This will be a fantastic result. Keep it to the right, gear down, bit of brake. Ooh, wrong gear. Oh, fluffed it. Power, 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 power. Power, power. Is that it? Yes! Oh, gear wrong. Gear down. Oh, I can't believe it. That is amazing. Oh, look at that! Yes, man! Oh, okay, I'm, modestly happy. Oh, Johnny Turbo, Glorious Snap, Max Swaddle, Davy Rocket, and Percy VK6. That was a lot better than I thought. I know it's only novice, I know it's only 5 laps, but come on. Oh, I'm so happy with that. There we go, best lap times, where am I? 8th, the 132.5. Wow! I've surprised myself. Well, that was amazing. That was brilliant. That was Revs. The first racing sim, from my point of view anyway. What do you think? What was your first racing sim experience? Well, I am so happy to have played it. I'm so happy to have kept this game alive. And, we'll have another look at another game soon. And I hope you've enjoyed this video of me bringing this game back to life. I'm lost for words. I really am. But I hope you've enjoyed this video of delving back into Revs and why I think it's the first racing sim. If not, like I said, just drop a comment. What do you think? But we'll discover another game soon. And until then, have a very good evening and goodbye. You son of a bitch! Fuck! Oh, keep it tight. Oh, what have you done? Crapped out.